Hello, Phil here from Wings of Pegasus, and welcome to another analysis video. On the agenda tonight, we have Trey Anastasio, and Trey's going to be playing his version of While My Guitar Gently Weeps. We've had a little bit of a theme with this. We've seen Prince and Gary Moore as well, and of course Eric Clapton, but Trey from the band Fish, he's going to be playing this in 1994. So let's get Trey up on screen and see how he's getting on.
I look at the world and I notice it's turning while my guitar gently weeps. With every mistake we must surely be learning. Still my guitar gently weeps.
So that first little lead break that we've got there, great control of vibrato. Again, I always say it, great players have always got great vibrato. And what I like about this especially is that in the mix, we've got a whole lot of guitar, so we can hear exactly what's going on. And Trey's actually got a pretty clean tone here. It's got a bit of bite to it. I mean, it's not the cleanest tone. It's not like going through the clean channel of your guitar, but in terms of overdrive and in terms of delay and reverb and all the other things that people tend to layer on their guitar tone, Trey's just got tone and that's it. He just gets to really show off his vibrato and control of those single notes, and really cool melodic playing here. Interestingly, he's actually keeping it quite authentic to the original playing that Clapton did, so it's kind of a cool take on it. He's playing it well within those confines of the original track whilst putting his own kind of turn on it as well, his own little stylistic changes, but really cool stuff here. And just a quick note on Trey's vocal style. He's got one of those really cool kind of throwaway voices that really lends itself to his guitar playing. It's like he'll sing a little vocal line and then have a little throwaway guitar line between the vocal and the guitar, and it's just like having that second voice, having your vocals and then having effectively the voice of the guitar. Really cool stuff here so far from Trey. Let's move it on a little bit. What I might do is take it to another little solo part just to see how Trey breaks it down towards the end of the track.
Still my guitar gently.
I'm just going to stop it there because it's one of those videos where you just want to keep watching it, because Trey has got such great control of his wide vibrato, and it's almost like no matter how fast he's playing, he always comes back to that same emotion or that same frequency of vibrato. It's kind of a really slow wide vibrato, and a lot of players actually get stuck in a rut with their vibrato playing, in terms of when they play a really fast line, they'll often end with a really fast vibrato because they're getting caught up in the speed of the previous line. And you see this with a lot of players where, especially technically fast players that have got their speed to a really impressive level, but then the speed kind of bleeds into the vibrato accidentally, so that you'll have a really great speed line and then the final bend ends with a really fast, almost awkward sounding vibrato because it is so fast. And it's just that speed playing just kind of bleeding into that vibrato, which it shouldn't really do. The great players have total control of their vibrato. So as an example, Paul Gilbert, who's a really great technical player, when you see him play a really fast line, he'll always end with a controlled wide vibrato. He'll never sound out of control once he's finished his run. But it's having that presence of mind and that control and that ability to always end with the vibrato you want to, not the vibrato that automatically happened because you couldn't help it because all the previous notes were so fast. And this is exactly what Trey's doing here. He's showing you how to do it. He would play some really cool, they're not super fast lines, but fast enough to make sure that it really increases the tension, but then always ends with that really cool slow wide vibrato. It's another thing that Gary Moore did, played some really great fast lines and always ended with a wider vibrato, and it was always under control. Another thing about Trey is that I've seen other videos where he's been playing in a blues style, and he's always playing really slow notes with this really cool vibrato, and he never ever delved into, on the other videos that I've seen, any super fast stuff. But then you'll see other videos of him pretty much around this 90s period where he's actually got some seriously cool chops and seriously fast stuff in there as well. And it just shows there's a whole level of artistry where, as a player, you only play what the song needs. And there are loads of players that always feel like they've got to show their ace at the beginning of the song. So if they've worked at a particular technique, or they like to play fast, a particular fast phrase, within like 30 seconds or a minute of the track, they'll be playing all their aces and showing you, look at what I can do and look at how fast I can play. And the great players can all play fast, but they never feel the need to show their ace. They only show their ace when the song requires it. And a lot of guitarists make the mistake of playing for the attention of the crowd and totally forgetting what they're playing over the top of, and forgetting the feel of what they're playing over the top of, because shredding doesn't go with everything. There's certain times when it's great, but other times when it's just totally inappropriate. And this is where Trey really excels at playing exactly what's needed. It's a really cool take on While My Guitar Gently Weeps, whilst actually keeping it pretty authentic to that original solo. He throws in that bend where he just descends that bend slowly, which of course Clapton did as well. So yeah, really great playing and great control of vibrato and control overall in this whole performance. So thank you so much for suggesting this video for me to take a look at. I'm going to put the link to this video in the description below, so you guys can check it out if you want. Let me know what you guys think in the comments as well. Keep those suggestions coming, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next one.